Right, boss. Other day, we have seen basics of XML, saying that XML is strictly typed, XML tags are paid tags, XML tag attributes must be quoted. Once a root tag is closed, we cannot place much content in XML. Like this, a number of things we said are not. Okay. But I want to see multiple programmers, multiple people using same tag, same attribute, same structure while constructing their XML data. Then I need to supply what, guys? Rules for them. What kind of rules, guys? Either DTD rules or XSD rules. That means rules can be prepared either by using DTD technique or XSD technique. DTD means document type definition. XSD means XML schema definition. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. DTD means document type definition. What is latest and which is doing well? XSD is doing well. Okay, guys. Now tell me. Spring Framework is giving a lot of XSD rules, guys. Come on. Okay. And we need to import them in Spring Bean configuration file so that we can give instruction to Spring Container in the format that is understandable to Spring, guys. In the format that is understandable to Spring. Otherwise, every developer uses his own tags and it's practically impossible for Spring Container applying meaning for yours, for user defined tags, guys. Right, boss. If XML document is satisfying basic XML syntax rules, then it is called well-formed XML document. No, if XML document is also satisfying the imported DTD or XSD rules, then it is called valid XML document. Is that clear, guys? Right. Okay, guys. In XSD, there is a concept called XML schema namespaces. XML schema namespace is a library that contains set of tags and attributes. Set of tags and attributes and the rules to use them. Rules to use them, structure to use them, guys. But every XSD is identified with its what? URI. URI is like name kind of thing. Lengthy URI or URL. If you want to use certain XML schema namespace in our what? XML file, we need to import the URI. We need to import the URI. Got the point, my dear guys? Okay. Tell me what are the important XSD namespaces that is provided by Spring for the developers? Beans. Okay. Identified with what? XSD file and a URI containing beans. URI containing beans. Do I need to arrange this XSD file separately? No. Whatever jars we add in those jars, these XSD files will be there automatically. Context, JWE, MVC. In fact, for every module, 1-2 namespaces they have provided, guys. How to import, guys? So much syntax is there. Don't worry. In the root tag beans, if you want to work with the beans namespace URI and beans namespace XSD file. If you want to work with the beans namespace and XSD namespace, beans namespace, it's a XSD file. Context namespace URI and it's a XSD file. Like this, we have to go for import operation. Okay, guys. Now listen, in Friday's class or Thursday's class, we have seen how to develop target class and dependent class. Which message my generator is my target class. Okay, date is my dependent class. Then we have seen how to develop Spring Bean configuration file. Later we have seen basics of XML and how to import XSD rules to that Spring Bean configuration file. Okay, now time has come to activate, to create one Spring container, by giving Spring Bean configuration file as what? Input file, and asking Spring container to perform Spring Bean management. I mean, it's a lifecycle management and setter injection based on the instruction that are there in Spring Bean configuration file. Yes or no? No? So time has come to develop the client application. Okay, to make it as a single document, guys, I am saying save as, dates are changing. I hope you are realizing it. Okay. Right, boss. Client application development. Client application development. Here we create Spring container. Initially, we start with the bean factory, guys. Initially, we start with the bean factory. Come on. By giving Spring Bean configuration file, XML file as the input value. And we ask, okay, we ask Spring container. We ask the Spring container to perform Spring Beans lifecycle management and Spring Beans lifecycle management and setter injection. Setter injection, nothing but dependency injection. Dependency injection. Dependency injection mode. Dependency management. Yes, na boss. Okay, guys. Right, guys. Spring container is called. Spring container is a lightweight container. What, guys? Lightweight container. Because it can be created anywhere. It can be created anywhere by just creating object for the given class. By just creating object for the given class. To create Spring container. Okay. XML bean factory. Factory is equal. Actually, listen, guys. To create Spring bean factory container. To create bean factory Spring container. Okay. Container. Create object for Java class that implements okay bean factory interface. In fact, bean factory is interface, guys, that implements bean factory interface. That's it. That much simple it is. You try to know what are the implementation classes for bean factory interface, pick up one implementation class and create object for it. Come on. Okay, if you want to know anything about any class, you just type that class name or interface name having word docs. You will get the story, guys. Interface bean factory. Implementing this interface, these many classes are there. But most popularly used class is what? XML web application, sorry, XML bean factory. That's the one thing. And another thing is default listable bean factory. These two are quite popularly used. XML bean factory is deprecated. As alternate, people are using default listable bean factory. But initial few days I will use XML Bean Factory, but very soon I will be moved to what? I will be moving to default listable Bean Factory. In fact, working with XML Bean Factory is quite easy, boss. But this is deprecated because of some reason. We will see those reasons while launching what? Default listable Bean Factory. Okay, this is the class, guys. Sir, it is not implementing. Now see the hierarchy, ra babu. Hierarchy, hierarchy, hierarchy. Abstract Bean Factory is there, na? Abstract Bean Factory is there. That is implementing Bean Factory interface or not? That is implementing Bean Factory interface or not? Come on, guys. Okay. Abstract Bean Factory, extend this one. Implements what? Configurable Bean Factory. Configurable Bean Factory. Okay, he's implementing, extending from what? Hierarchical Bean Factory. Hierarchical Bean Factory is extending from what? Bean Factory. Directly or indirectly, it is implementing what? Bean Factory interface. Agree with me, guys? Okay, guys. Though there are multiple implementation classes for Bean Factory interface. Okay. Quite popularly, quite regularly used. Regularly used implementation classes for Bean Factory interface are of Bean Factory interface are, tell me. Number one, XML Bean Factory, guys. Number two, default listable Bean Factory. Default listable Bean Factory. Got it? Nice. Okay. Second, this is deprecated. Deprecated means any movement they may remove, guys. Okay. Better alternate. What is that? Better alternate. But for a few days we will work with this only. Okay. Where is this? XML Bean Factory, guys. XML Bean Factory. I would like to give hierarchy to you people, my dears. That's why I will take this. I will paste here. Just a minute. We will adjust as needed. Okay, guys. Two times been mere mentioned, guys. XML, fine. XML Bean Factory. Where in the paintbrush, anything can be done. Yes, Maudie. Okay. Abstract Bean Factory. Now you look at the Abstract Bean Factory story, guys. Actually, if you go to Eclipse, you can get hierarchy in another way also. Okay. Where is Abstract Bean Factory? Come on. Abstract Bean Factory is extending from configurable Bean Factory, right? Okay. Now here is my configurable Bean Factory. Yes, boss. A very bigger one is coming, Rababu. Very bigger one is coming. Configurable Bean Factory. I want this kind of font. Font. Okay. Array factory means regular one. The one that can create something. That's it. Since it is able to create container kind of thing, they have used the terminology called factory. Don't think much on it. Okay. Okay, boss. Wait a minute. I'm trying to give complete hierarchy. Yes. I know that. Okay. Configurable bean factory, guys. Configurable bean factory. Next. No, I can take screenshot also. Wait, boss. Okay. Configurable bean factory. Then we got hierarchical bean factory. Hierarchical bean factory. Okay. Then we got bean factory. There is the bean factory. Here is the bean factory. Okay, guys. Interface. I think abstract bean factory is a class, right? Class AC. Abstract class, guys. Abstract. This is also AC. Abstract class. Default listable bean factory class, guys. XML bean factory, what, guys? Class. Okay. Right, boss. Yes. What's the relationship, guys? What's the relationship? He extends. Again, what's the relationship? Extends. Here, what is there? Implements. Here, what's the relationship? Extends. Here, he extends. Here, extends. Okay, boss. Now listen. Sample code. Sample code to create bean factory container using XML bean factory class. XML bean factory class. Okay, now listen, guys. First of all, we need to locate the Spring Bean configuration file, guys. Okay. Hold Spring Bean configuration file. You need to hold Spring Bean configuration file. Now listen carefully. Hold Spring Bean configuration file, guys. Now listen carefully. Yeah. Interesting fact, XML bean factory is the subclass of default listable factory. It came, used for a few days. People realized it bad, and they realized old is good. They realized old is good. That's a very interesting thing, right? Initially, people started using it. They found some problem. Then they realized, it's a super class which is released before XML bean factory good. Sometimes it happens or not. Okay, guys. Now listen. Hold Spring Bean configuration file name and location. Okay, boss. Now listen carefully. Hmm. File system resource res is equal to new file system resource of some path application context dot x. Array, don't think much, Ra Babu, don't think much. It internally uses, come on, it internally uses java.io.file class. Java.io.file class. Okay. To hold the name and location of the Spring Bean configuration file. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, are you listening my statement, guys? Array, it internally uses, boss. It internally uses. This is path. Okay. Spring Bean configuration file. Next, create Bean factory container. Spring container. Create a Bean factory container. Listen carefully. XML Bean factory. Factory is equal to new XML Bean factory of RES. Come on. What is this RES, boss? Indirectly Spring Bean configuration file name and location we are passing or not? Whatever Spring Bean configuration file name we have taken, that we are passing here or not? Don't you think with the 2 lines of code our Spring container is ready? Don't you think it is a lightweight code? Spring containers are lightweight. What do you say, guys? So definitely Spring containers are lightweight, right now, boss? Okay. Now Spring container is ready, boss. It is having XML file as the Spring Bean configuration file. How to ask Spring container? Hey container, I know you are capable of creating object, managing object, injecting object, destroying object. Can you give me certain class object, certain Spring Bean class object? I have to ask or not? Okay. Getting. Okay. Okay. Array, whatever location you have to pass here. That's why I have said dot dot dot. Okay, now fine. Getting Spring Bean class object from Spring container. How to get Spring Bean class object from Spring container? Okay, sir, why it is named as factory? Array, it's a factory that is capable of creating and managing Spring Bean class objects or not? That's why it is called what? Factory. Bean factory, maintaining Spring Beans. Factory to create and release, to create and supply. Okay, Spring Bean class objects. That's why it is named as Bean factory. Clear, guys? Okay. Yeah, one design pattern is involved. I'll explain that later. Factory is also one design pattern. But right now you try to say why it is named as Bean factory. Because it's a factory that is capable of creating, managing, supplying Spring Bean class object whenever you need it, right? Sir, how to ask this container, sir? Array, we have one ready-made method, predefined method called getBean method, where you need to pass bean ID. Listen carefully. Factory.getBean. What is the bean ID, guys? WMG. It's a predefined method, guys. Later, look at this. In this Spring Bean configuration file, we have a bean ID WMG or not? We have a bean ID double MG or not? Come on, my dear. Okay. Array, if you want to go to, if by going to bank, if you want to withdraw money from account, you will submit account number. While flying to other countries, you will submit passport number. Yes or no, na? Okay, in India, if you want to avail any government schemes and services, you'll try to submit Aadhaar number. Yes or no, na, boss? And Spring Bean is identified with its Bean ID, right? If you want to ask, hey, container, if object is already created, give me object. If not created, create and give me object of certain Bean class. How to ask? By passing Bean ID only, na, boss? By passing Bean ID only, na? Yeah, that Bean ID I have passed here. That Bean ID I have passed here. Okay. Yeah, it returns given Spring Bean class object in the form of object class object, guys. Why? As a return type of this get bean method is object, boss. Any Spring Bean class object, it will give as what? Object class reference only. Why? I may pass X bean ID, Y bean ID, Z bean ID belonging to different classes. So it has to give as a generic object only, na? It has to give in a generic manner, right now, boss? It has to give in a generic manner. What do you say, boss? So the return type of factory get bean method is what? Object. But one problem is there. When object class reference variable is referring to one of its subclass object, using that reference variable, can you call direct methods of the subclass, guys? Superclass reference variable is referring subclass object. Using that reference variable, can you call direct methods of the subclass, guys? But I want to call. Then what should I do? Downcasting or typecasting is required or not required? Downcasting or subcasting is required or not required? Core Java required, ra babu. Core Java required here. Right, boss. So definitely typecasting is required. So I am doing typecasting, guys. Wish message generator. Wish message generator is equal to wish message generator of obj. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Typecasting is done, ra babu. Nothing else. Typecasting. Okay. Once the typecasting is done, now this generator is ready to invoke the business method or not? This generator is ready to invoke the business method. What do you say, guys? Okay. Okay. Getting Spring Bean class object. But factory.getBean method passing bean ID will give me bean class object. But this method returns bean class object as object class reference. Indirectly, superclass reference variable pointing to what? Wish message generator class object. When superclass reference variable is referring, when superclass reference variable is referring, come on, guys, subclass object, can you call direct methods of? Can you call direct methods of? Can you call direct methods of subclass using that reference variable? No, no. So to make it possible, what should I do? Okay. What should I do? obj dot. What is the business method in my target class, guys? Generate wish message. obj dot. Generate wish message. obj dot generate wish message Raja. This is going to be valid statement or invalid statement? Invalid statement. You will get error or not? Why it is error? Okay, using superclass reference variable. Using superclass reference variable, we cannot invoke. If you don't know this statement in your brain, your core Java is very, very weak. Try to improve it. Okay, it's nowhere related to Spring, guys. It's a purely core Java. We cannot invoke direct methods of subclass. Common methods we can invoke, boys, but we cannot invoke direct methods of subclass. Direct methods of subclasses. Right now, boss? Okay. Fine, boss. Mahesh, keep your half knowledge of Spring aside. At right time, I will introduce. At right time, I will introduce right things. Okay. To make it possible, what should I do? Typecasting we are doing. So now I can call this method or not. String result is equal to generator dot. What is that? Generate wish message. Generator dot generate wish message Raja. Okay, here is my system dot out dot println result. System dot out dot println result. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Now possible. I got the message. I'm printing the result. Okay. Right. Getting Spring Bean class object from Spring container and invoking business. Invoking methods on it. Okay. Methods on it. Okay. Everyone got the clarity, guys, but one small thing is there here. When you call, this is possible, guys. This is valid statement. Okay. Okay. First observe these many lines, these lines that are there in the client application, guys. Am I creating any target class object, wish message generator? Am I creating date class object? Am I injecting date class object to wish message generator? Everything is automatically taken care by this method call factory.getBean or not? Now I'll explain what factory.getBean method is doing. Everyone please focus. Factory.getBean of WMG. Okay. 1 minute. For better understanding and explanation, I will bring this Spring Bean configuration file to that place. Where is our code? Right, boss. Super. Factory.getBean WMG. It takes bean ID WMG and comes to Spring Bean configuration file content and checks, is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is WMG? There are not there, guys. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is WMG? There. What is the class? Wish message generator. What is the sub tag inside it? Property tag. Property tag means what? He is looking for setter injection. He is looking for setter injection. Setter injection means what? First, bean class object should be created. On that, setter method should be called. Should be called means, first of all, bean class object should be created or not. That's why loads the class, creates the object. Loads the class, creates the object. What object, guys? Wish message generator class object. Wish message generator class object. Created now, boss. Come on. Okay. Now listen carefully. With what name it is creating? WMG. It is having one property called date property. Don't confuse. As of now, it is having null. By default, it holds null as a member variable. It holds null. Right now, boss, come on. Super boss. Now tell me. Now it takes the property tag. Property name, date, ref dt. First it takes dt, boss. First it takes this dt and checks. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is dt? There are not there, boss. In the entire Spring Bean configuration file content, is there any bean whose bean ID is dt? Yes, there. Okay, any injection enabled on it? No. So that's why happily loads the class, creates the object having bean ID as the object name or not. Java.util.date class object dt. Java.util.date class object. System date and time. System date and time. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. No objects will be created when container is created. All objects will be created when you call getBean method. I'm requesting everyone, stop doing your assumptions. Om Prakash, I clearly said, all these are happening for getBean method call. How dare you to ask, sir, these objects are not created when container is created? I'm helpless, boss. I'm helpless, really helpless if you think like that. First, listen what I am saying. Be in the classroom. Don't be in your illusions. Bean factory container, nothing it will do when container is created. Everything it will do when you ask for something. That's why bean factory container is known for lazy loadings, lazy instantiation. Everything will be done on demand. That's why bean factory container is known for lazy loadings, lazy instantiation. Lazy loading of Spring Bean classes, lazy object creations of Spring Bean classes. Is that clear, guys? Super, boss. Okay. Now tell me, this is done. Next what? Array, all these are done because of property tag, right now, boss? So now property tag comes into picture and completes the setter injection or not, guys? Yes or no? Na? So in this process, date class object will be injected to this date property or not? Date class object will be injected to date property. For that one, what will be called, guys? WMG dot set date of dt. Okay, setter injection, guys. Setter injection is taking place or not? Setter injection is taking place or not? I want reply from you people. Over, boss. After completion of injection, it will return. What is this? Wish message generator class object reference back to client application as object class reference. Nothing but super class reference variable pointing to subclass object. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super class reference variable pointing to subclass object, nothing but wish message generator class object. So in that situation, can you call business method of wish message generator directly on the object class reference variable? No. To make it possible, what I am doing? Typecasting. Come on. Then I am ready to call the business method. Whatever result I got, I stored into the result variable. I am printing it. End of the story or not? So observe this. Who is loading target and dependent classes? Wish message generator and date classes? Spring container. Who is creating object for them? Spring container. Who is assigning date class object to wish message generator class object? Spring container. Come on. Who is managing them? Spring container. When there is a need of destroying them, who will destroy them? Spring container. Everything is done by Spring container only, na? So Spring container take care of Spring Bean life cycle and dependency management. That statement is proven practically here or not? That statement is proven through code or not? Right, guys. Now listen carefully. I'll give numbering here. Call of this method A. Okay, guys. Call of this method A. Next B. It will search available or not. Yes, available. B question mark means searching. Available or not. Available. Noticed. Noticed. Setter injection is enabled. C star. C star. C star means okay. Observed. This is searching. Question mark searching. Star is observed. Okay, na? That's the meaning. My meaning. No standard meaning. My meaning. You have to go for it. Searching means available, and noticed setter injection is enabled. Then what it will do, guys? What it will do? Loads the class and creates the object. D is loading the class and creating the object. Okay, boss. Any place hash number is written means this is code level number, this is diagram level number. This is code level number, this is diagram level number. Understanding? For this code, this is the reflection. Are you getting my point, guys? Super, guys. And then from property tag, it is taking what? This one, guys. E question mark. E. E is taken. Taking E, it will search for, is there any Spring Bean class whose bean ID is what? DT. F question mark. Yes or no? Na? Available. Any injections enabled? No, not enabled. Loads the class and creates the object. G. Okay. Memory level number is what? G hash. Hash G. Array, for this, this is the reflection. For this is the reflection. Come on, guys. Okay, boss. Next. Array, file system resource XML bean factory are the classes to create the container. Here, no target, no dependent. Muddy fellows. Muddy fellows. You keep the target dependency among the Spring Beans, not on the lines that are there to create the objects. Not on the lines that are there to create the container. Waste fellows. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Dablesh, we cannot use refer your core Java. Next one, guys. G. After that, array, all these are happening. All these searches happened because of property tag, guys. So property tag start completing its activity. What is that? Setter injection. It is start completing, boss. What is that? H. Okay. H related equivalent code is what, guys? Equivalent operation is what? Hash H. Setter injection is done. Setter injection is done. After that, what it will do, guys? It will return that object what? Back to this. It will return that object back to this. That is I. That is I. After that, J. Here we are doing typecasting. After that, we are calling business method. Okay, business method in the target class will execute, guys. And lastly, we are displaying the result. Lastly, we are displaying the result. L. Easy na, boss? Easy na? Come on. Anything great in this? Anything great in this? But all these are going to happen. All these are going to happen inside the Spring container. Array, when Spring container is created, Spring container. What container? Spring container. Okay. XML bean factory object. Array, the Spring container won't do anything on its own. Internally, it takes the support of JVM. I think my visualization given much clarity, guys. My visualization given much clarity, guys. Come on. Super, boss. Array, I heard in Java nothing happens without JVM. No doubt, guys. On the top of JVM only, Spring container is ready. On the top of JVM only, Spring container is ready, boss. Okay. Array, E means it is collecting E and F is searching. Right, boss. E is not searching, E is collecting. F is searching for the DT bean ID based bean class. DT bean ID placed bean class. Okay. So what is the array? Your Java application runs on the top of JVM. So on the same top of JVM, Spring container also runs. So without JVM, nothing happens in computer, boss. In Java, nothing happens, right? Directly or indirectly, JVM will be there. Come on, guys. Question mark searching, guys. Star observed. Observed. Okay. Activity. Activity diagrammatic representation. Okay. Activity diagrammatic representation. Activity diagrammatic representation. Can I develop the complete code, guys? Complete client application code. Client application code. Hey, it's like some kind of testing only, right now, boss? Okay. Now listen. Setter injection test.java. Setter injection test.java, guys. Package. com.nt.test. Array, client application here test. For testing purpose only, we are creating container. We are giving a Spring Bean configuration file to container, asking container to create object, to perform injection, to get the object, to call the business method. Right now, boss. Here some package imports will be there. Right now, go for it. No, don't worry. Package imports. Now tell me here. Public class setter injection test. Public static void main string args. Regular, guys. String args. Okay. First 2 lines to create a container. That's it, my dear. Easy. Inside the main method, we created container. 1 line to hold name and location of Spring Bean configuration file. Second one is having that one as input Spring container. Having that one as input Spring container. Array, in this process only, okay, this container creation takes place. Okay, after that, same story, guys. After that, same story. I'm just putting all the things together, my dear. Okay. Get a Spring Bean class object. Get Spring Bean class object from container. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Right. Once everything is done, end of the class, end of the main method. End of the main method, guys. End of the class. Okay, now tell me, guys, though container is great, at the end it's a local variable to main method. Res, factory, all these are local variables to main method or not. So what is the scope of the main method, guys? What is the scope of the main method? Specific to that method. At the end of the main method, container is gone now. At the end of the main method, object is destroyed. Object destroyed means indirectly container gone. Right now, boss? Okay. Now tell me, flow starts with what, guys? Main method. Ends with what? Main method. In middle only, container is created. XML file is read. From there, target dependent bean classes are taken. Injections are done. Okay, object is written. On that object, we call business method. We display result. We are okay. Once main, towards the end of the main method, okay, since container is vanished, indirectly target dependent class objects also will be vanished, and XML file content it is holding also will be vanished. Everything getting my point, guys? All the hangama is happening between main open to main closing. Main opening to main closing. Got it my point, guys? Understanding my statement, guys? Okay, the application flow starts with main method and ends with main method. Since our application is standalone application, the flow starts with main method and ends at the end of main method. In between, container creation, Spring Bean configuration file, content reading. Okay. Content reading, creation of target comma dependent Spring Bean class objects. Spring Bean class objects, injection of dependent class object to target object. Okay. Next, getting target object reference. Okay. Invoking business method on it. Gathering result and gathering result and displaying result. Okay. Vanishing of container and its other objects takes place. I think you got the clarity. Array, entire hangama, whatever thing I said, everything happens main opening to main closing. Main opening to main closing. Got it, guys? Convinced, my dear? Okay. Shall we prove this one practically by developing this application using Eclipse, guys? Right, boss. Okay, now let's do the practice. See, was since we have this much clarity on the coding, each line, each word, while writing the code, you will think much. You will write with every line in IDE with maturity or not. So this is my style of teaching. First, I prepare a storyboard in the paintbrush. We visualize the things, and based on that, we will go for coding, real practicals. Got it? Okay, then you never mug up the code. You never feel this is how we have to do it. Right, guys. Procedure to develop. Okay, for procedure to develop first Spring application, setter injection. Come on, setter injection. Using Eclipse IDE plus Maven tool. Eclipse IDE plus Maven tool, guys. Eclipse IDE plus Maven tool. Okay. Sir, I think everyone knows about Eclipse. Do I need to introduce Eclipse? What is Eclipse? How to install Eclipse? Gradle will be introduced later. First, Maven. Don't try to show your talent in the chat box, Bob. Right, guys. Maven I'll introduce. Don't worry. Okay. Right, boss. Keep software setup, guys. What is software setup right now required? And because of Maven and this one, guys, if you have Eclipse IDE, everything is ready. Okay, boss. Eclipse JWE flavor. Eclipse JWE released in 2020 or 21 or 22. Anything is okay. No, okay. Anything is okay, guys. Only this is enough. Okay. This is enough. Okay. This is enough. One thing, no need of arranging Spring software also. Array, now we are going to use Maven. Maven is built in Eclipse JWE. In latest versions. No need of installing anything else. In latest Eclipse IDEs. Okay. Maven is built-in tool. Maven is built-in tool. You need not to arrange separately. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Don't use STS. Eclipse is industry standard. And moreover, STS is also Eclipse, Babu. STS is also Eclipse. It's something like American eating. Okay. Curd as the yogurt ice cream. Curd as the yogurt ice cream. Understanding healthy ice cream. Use STS, use Eclipse. At the end, Eclipse only we are using, right? Okay. Americans nowadays eating healthy ice cream. One Indian observed, what is that? He noticed he is eating curd. Okay. Fine. ST is also same thing. Yeah, this is enough, guys. No need of arranging Spring framework separately. Because okay, because we can download Spring libraries, nothing but jars, libraries to project dynamically from internet, nothing but Maven repositories. Using Maven support. That's the beauty, guys. Everything you can get dynamically from internet. Every jar you can get dynamically from internet. So that's why no need of arranging some software in your computer unless until it is physically required. Otherwise, happily you can ignore, guys. Only Eclipse is sufficient. Okay, can I write some statements about Maven, guys? Don't say Maven, say Maven. It's official pronunciation. Okay, guys. Build tool, guys. It's a Java build tool. Java build tool. Okay, to simplify, Java applications or projects, development, testing, building, and etc. activities. Okay, if it is used along with IDE, okay, the developer life becomes more easy in multiple aspects. Guys. Now listen, guys. It provides okay archetypes as the project templates. Archetype as the project templates. Nothing but ready-made directory structures. For projects. Ready-made directory structures for projects, guys. You need not to create project directory structure separately, guys. We have ready-made directory structures provided by archetypes. Even archetypes. Okay, boss. Nearly 1,000 plus archetypes are, in fact, okay, 2,000 plus archetypes are available. See, guys, standalone application, it gives one directory structure. Web application, it gives one directory structure. Distributed application, it gives one directory structure. So your life becomes easy na, boss. 2,000 plus archetypes are available, but two are very popular. Two are very popular. Though there are so many languages in the world, Java is popular, na, such kind of thing. Come on. First one, Maven hyphen, archetype hyphen, quick start. Today looks bit new, but tomorrow it becomes old. New remains new until we make it old. Yes or no? Okay. For standalone projects, guys. For standalone application, this is very popularly used. If you use this one, your project directory structure comes very nicely. Okay, Maven hyphen archetype hyphen web app for web applications. For web application, yeah, these two are very popular. Means very popular, guys. Right, boss. Next. Provides the ability to download. Provides the ability to download libraries of different APIs. Libraries of different APIs. APIs from Maven repositories. Okay. Ability to download. Maven repositories. Okay. Dynamically from internet. And a repository means, come on, dynamically from internet. Okay, repository means storage, guys. Storage. Got the point, guys? Okay. Provides the ability to pack the code to pack the code as needed, like var file, jar file, like what file guys? var file, jar file, EAR file, and etc. If needed, it ready to pack the code guys. Jar file for standalone application. var file for web application guys. EAR file for enterprise applications. So generally jar plus var is called EAR guys. Jar plus var is called EAR. Are you understanding my statement guys? Super guys. Gives the following standard directories. The following standard directories to place different files and source code. To place different files and this one. RESTful application is var only na boss. It's a web application. RESTful applications are web applications, guys. Now tell me, guys, src/main/java to place code and packages of source code. src/test/java to place code and packages of unit testing, guys. Unit testing code. Programmer is responsible to perform testing of the code, guys. So generally we do unit testing by using JUnit, and the JUnit code will be placed in this folder. Got it, guys? Right. src/main/web app to place tell me, HTML files, or if it is web application, guys, HTML files, JSP files, images, audio files, and etc. in web application. Websites level, guys. src/main/resources to place properties file, guys. Okay, to place property file and packages. Yeah, we have to place some properties file, guys. For them, these are the directories. These are very much standard directories, guys. Okay, in Gradle also same names will be continued. Okay, just remember, don't mug up. Slowly you will be habituated. I think you got the clarity, guys. Okay, next. Can generate the documentation. About okay, all the classes, all the APIs of the application. Yeah, this is dynamically can generate the documentation, guys. Okay, and etc. Many features are there like Maven, boss. Maven definitely simplifies your life, no doubt in that. Sir, I don't know Maven. Don't worry, we will learn dynamically. We will learn dynamically. In future, I will be conducting sessions on Maven tool also. Today, you follow me blindly. Whatever steps I am giving, whatever introduction I have given, you follow that, right? Okay, shall I start the process, guys? Okay, shall I start the process, guys? Step number 1, very minute steps also I will give. Launch Maven tool. Launch Eclipse IDE. Eclipse IDE by choosing workspace folder. Okay. By choosing workspace folder. By choosing workspace folder. See guys, already Eclipse is installed in my computer. I'm having 2106 2021 12. I think this is quite latest, guys. I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on it. I think everyone knows how to arrange Eclipse. If you don't know also, no problem. Download the zip file, extract the zip file, search for eclipse.exe file, click on it. Eclipse will be launched. Array. Okay, guys. See, this is called workspace folder, guys. This is called workspace folder. Workspaces. I'm having one folder called Spring. Not this. I will select the any location I can choose, guys. Right. G drive, workspaces, Spring, guys. I'm creating a new folder. What is that? NT SPBMS. SPBMS 715. This is your batch code. NT SPBMS 715. Yeah, this is my workspace folder, guys. Any location, any name you can give. Any location, any name you can give. It's a folder where you want to save the projects. That's it. Say launch. The folder where all our projects will be saved. Where our projects will be saved. Yeah, don't worry. Later I will keep in the Git and I will share with you. But initially it will be there. That's it, guys. Step number 2. Create Maven project by selecting Maven archetype quick start as the archetype. Quick start as the archetype for standalone application. As the archetype for standalone application. Create Maven project, boss. Yeah, don't worry. If that is not there in future, you'll confuse. File new Maven project. File new Maven project. Say next. Here you have to search for the archetype. What is that? Maven archetype quick start. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Did you notice that, boss? This one, latest version only you try to take, guys. Yes. Latest version only. Array, this is project template, Babu, nothing else. Whatever directories are required for developing standalone application, they will come. Group ID. Or in Maven, everything is identified with 3 details. Group ID, generally company name. Artifact ID, generally name. In case of project, project name. In case of jar, jar file name. In case of plugin, plugin name. Version, version. Whatever the version is there, that one. Group ID, NID. Artifact ID. Tell me what. Okay, I will call. Okay, I will call IOC pros1. Otherwise, Spring Core pros1. Spring Core pros1. Pros01 I will take. Setter injection. What is the version, boss? Anything you can take. What is the package name you want to see? What is the default package you want to see? Right. com.nt.test I want to see as a default package, guys. Okay. These are the 3 details that we have to select. Yeah. Save finish. Now it is creating a project, guys. Whatever directory structure is required for developing standalone application, that is coming. And not only Spring Standard, that can be used to develop any standalone application. File menu, new, Maven, okay, new Maven project, say next. Search for Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Then what is next? Here is next, guys. Here is next. Group ID, company name, guys. Generally company name. Okay. Here project name. Project name. Version, guys. Array snapshot means currently, current ongoing on, just created kind of thing. Okay. Default package. This is a default package. Default package that comes, guys. Default package that comes. Comfortable, guys? Lastly, finish. Project is ready, guys. In Maven, jar file, project, plugin. Array plugin means the one that provides additional facilities. Okay, plugin is identified with the 3 details. Is identified with the 3 details. A, group ID. Nothing but company name. B, next project ID. Sorry. Okay. Artifact ID. Artifact ID. Okay. In case of jar, jar file name, jar or project or plugin name. Plugin file name. See, guys, version. Same thing. jar or project or plugin version. jar or project or plugin version, guys. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? This is group ID. This is artifact ID. This is version. Come on, guys. That's why we are giving project related group ID, project related artifact ID, version automatically coming, one default package. Look at the directory structure, guys. This is the directory structure, guys. See, I said na src main Java will come to place source code and packages. Test.java will come to place what? Unit testing code, guys. Unit testing code. This is the by default Java 7 is coming. You can change it. It will show all jars. By default, me even giving 2 jars, guys. Okay, JUnit and other one, fine. Okay, array, this is, listen, same folders will be there here. Check it out. src main Java. src main Java. This is the length. This is the shortcut for this one. src test Java. src test Java. This is shortcut for this lengthy one. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Kiran Kumar, half knowledge you keep with you, yaar. Spring starter projects are required for Spring Boot environment, Ranaina. That's why I said keep your half knowledge aside, hand over your brain. Muddy fellow. Spring starter projects are required in Spring Boot environment, not in Spring environment. Okay, this is the problem of half knowledge or quarter knowledge. Right, guys. This is the directory structure that you get by default or not? Yes. See, okay. How to import company project? I wait for a few days, you will know. First, let me develop the project. Muddy fellows. Yeah, gives Maven project having the following directory structure. The following directory structure. Yeah, I said archetypes are project templates. Archetypes are project template. Are you seeing some directory structure is automatically coming, boss? Like this for different projects, we can use different archetypes. Archetype is project template. Artifacted in case of project, project name. In case of jar, jar file name. In case of X file name, Y file name, Z file name. Are you understanding my statement? Artifact means name of the project, name of the jar, name of the plugin. Archetype means project template. So this is the project directory structure for quick start archetype, guys. What, guys? For quick start archetype. I hope you enjoyed my statement, guys. Fine. Okay. We'll improve all these things when we meet in tomorrow's class. Thank you. Have a nice time.